Right now we've got 8 pigs out here on the ranch, and hopefully that is as many as we'll get for the year. These guys eat a lot. And it won't be long before these guys start eating a lot as well. So the time has come for me to go get a bulk purchase of grain, and I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. That's what we're doing today on Farmer Tyler Ranch. There's a place up the road from my house that deals with organic grain, and I'm not going to be getting the clean organic grain, but what I will be getting is the screenings from that process. I haven't actually seen this yet, so I'm hoping that when we get up there I don't change my mind and decide that I don't like it. But I think it's going to be fine. I'm not necessarily concerned about whether or not it's organic. I'm not against that, but I'm not selling these pigs as organic, so it doesn't really matter. But the first thing that I need to do before I can head up there is load up my grain bins onto the trailer. We're all loaded up now, so we can hit the road. We made it back home with our grain, so let me get it unloaded and I'll show you what we got. All right, let me show you what we got. What I went to the place to buy was this, the popcorn screenings, which is basically just corn and should be right around 7% protein. We'll go ahead and grind this up and mix it with soybean meal to make a good ration for the pigs. But the other thing that I got while I was there that I wasn't planning on getting are these wheat screenings. Now the wheat is pretty messy. There's a lot of trash in there, which I knew, but it was free. So I thought it was worth taking because wheat naturally has a protein content much higher than corn. And I think it'll be good to mix the wheat with the corn, with the soybean meal, put all those three things together. And I think that's gonna make a really nice ration for the pigs. I am kind of curious to see how the pigs are gonna like this corn. So let's go ahead and grind some up and see what they think about it. Well, the dust has finally settled out here, and I've now got about a 55-gallon drum's worth of corn ground up. If you guys haven't seen what the hammer mill does to grain before, I'm going to show you right now. Basically, it's going to take the corn from full kernels like this and becomes basically flour, cornmeal, whatever you want to call it. The reason that I want to grind the corn up like that is because it makes it much more easy for the pigs to digest it. I mean, if you think about it, when you eat a piece of food, the first thing you do is chew it up into smaller pieces. Well, that part's already been done for them now. So essentially all they have to do is swallow that, and it'll be a lot easier for their digestion system to break down and gather all the nutrients that are in there that we want them to get. The real question though is, how are the pigs gonna like it? We're gonna have to wait until tomorrow morning to figure that out. It is now the next morning, so we can go ahead and mix these guys up a ration and see how they like it. For the little pigs, we're gonna do about a 3-to-2 ratio corn to soybean meal, and that should put the protein content somewhere around 22%. So we've got about 8 pounds of corn here. That means we're gonna need just a hair over 5 pounds of soybean meal. Take this over to the scale and measure it and see what we got. Got the scale zeroed out now, so I'll just keep adding soybean meal until we get up to 5 pounds. Throw some mineral in there and should be ready to go. Well, the young pigs are far more interested in the camera than the food that I just gave them, and they still had some feed left over from yesterday, so they're not hungry, and this is apparently much more interesting to them. So let's try this again with the older pigs. I know that they are a little bit more conditioned to when I pour feed in their trough that they're gonna jump on it. So let's try mixing up their ration and see what they do. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I would say that they are enjoying this new mix. So we'll kind of see how they do with it over the next couple of days. And I think the next time that I grind feed, I'm gonna throw some wheat in there as well. I might mix it with the corn before I grind it, and then I'll know that my ground up grain has that mixture in it, and I can figure out the ratios to put in there to get the protein content that I'm after. But yeah, as for now, I would say that this has been a success, and I mean, the real proof is gonna be in the product, but of course we're gonna have to wait a little while to see how that goes. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, and I hope I'll see you again on Farmer Tyler Ranch.